Today's guest is more than just an artist, he's a movement. He speaks truth through rap from the heart of San Antonio. He consistently draws over 23,000 faithful monthly listeners on Spotify, placing him firmly within the top echelon of independent Christian hip-hop voices. In a streaming world where over 90% of artists have fewer than 1,000 monthly listeners, his reach isn't just notable, it's remarkable. So without further ado, please welcome my guy, someone that I've been trying to get on the show for months, it feels like, Kevon. Man, welcome, bro, welcome. Yes, bro, welcome. And then, yeah, we got Sammy taking over today, man. He's going to be the co-host. Yeah. And, yeah, man, welcome to The Authentic Podcast, man. Episode 5, 6.
Count it up on YouTube.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, see it. But man, I don't even want to look at my phone. Don't want to look at no questions, bro. Not yet. I just want to let you know that, bro, once I got into my faith, and this is how I want to start off. I just need to give you your flowers, bro, because when I got back into my faith, I was born again September 1st at CBC of last year. And one big thing that I wanted to change, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff anymore. But one big thing that I was struggling with was secular music. And so I talked to my brother, and I host a Bible study, and that was one thing that I really wanted to shy away from, especially with 2 young kids in the back just listening to my music. And so, yeah, I finally made the decision to only listen to Christian hip-hop music or worship music. I listen to worship music too. But you made that transition, and of course my brother Jeremy King and Mantangi and Lito and all my boys out there, but you as my favorite artist personally made that transition so easy, bro. So I just want to say thank you. You're killing it, and I know glory goes to God for sure. Yeah. I already know that's what you're gonna see. Yeah. But man, through your music, you are definitely changing lives, bro. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that.
That's love, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro.
100%, bro. So now I'm done being mushy. I know you got something to joke about, or?
No, I was going. This time I was like, oh, all right, that's heartfelt. No. That's wild. Nah, man, James actually put me onto your music. We met going to summer
CBC,
camp.
yeah, bro.
Taking a bunch of little kids to summer camp, bro. We met, and we're on the bus, bro. And I'm just like, he puts his headphones on. I was like, damn, bro, I wish I had my headphones. He's like, yeah, I bet you did put them on, bro.
Bro, them kids were giving them boys the runs. I'm telling you.
Wild, bro, wild. But yeah, but James put me onto your music, man, and I wasn't. And mind you, I got big brothers and friends that are Christian rappers, and it's not all my thing. But your music is fire, bro.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it, man, and it's very hard for me because I have cousins back in the day that were Christian rappers, and I was like, oh, this is the only guy I'm gonna listen to, and I stopped listening to them. But then I got Jeremy, we got Josh, we got Mantangi, like, how you, bro? And I'm just like, dang, y'all are really changing the game, and it's all these other Christian rappers out here better watch out till the young bucks come through with this bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Coming through with it. So tell us about you, bro. Let the people know about you. Where you from? What's the fam like? What do you do? How'd you get into this whole thing?
So I'm from Waco, Texas. I moved down here. I ain't gonna lie, it's been rough, but it hadn't been too rough to where a guy can't like move or nothing like that. But I moved down here 2021 with my brother just because there was a little situation going on at home. I had just graduated 2020, and like right off the bat, I didn't know how that transition was gonna like go. You know what I'm saying? But my brother invited me up here with his girlfriend and like heard that, and it was a place for me to stay. It was a place for me to call home. So it was a for sure go. Like I feel like God was really just calling me up here. Just because I want to say that in the circumstance that this was just the best cards at hand, but at the same time like this was almost the only way to go. You know what I'm saying? So all to say that if I didn't move up here, there might not have been any sort of thing like this going on. So I can say for sure God was in the mix. But yeah, bro, that's really just a little lump sum of
yeah.
where
so
that
from Waco, how old are you? I know you're young.
I'm 22. I'm 23. I just
23, okay.
yeah. I'll turn 23 in July.
Yeah.
July 29th.
Hey, happy late birthday.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
My daughter's I'm lying. My daughter's June. She's June 28th, and my wife is July 5th.
You're a great father.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't know if you remember this, bro, but were you at I forget his. I don't know how to say it. I'm just bad at saying names in general, I guess. But Zanti.
Zanti.
You remember when he came?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Were you backstage?
Tylen was.
Okay. I don't know why.
Oh, when he came down here?
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't. No.
Well, I remember being in a room with you. I was at Jeremy's concert, or concert Jeremy was at. And I remember being backstage, and you were working on a computer. You were working on music. Maybe we were at a church or something. Does that ring any bells?
No, I don't remember, man.
Bro, oh, where were we? It was like a. Where's your?
Matter of fact, was it over at Paper Tiger?
Was it Paper Tiger?
Piper Tigers, where Jeremy had a show and Josh had.
Yeah, I remember that.
That wasn't it?
No, that wasn't it. You were working on music, and you were showing like the big bros your music. You were showing like Mantangi and Mr. Johnson was there.
What if it was? There was another. It was a youth event that we had too in
Maybe that's what it
in
was.
San Antonio.
Okay.
Mantangi was there. Jared was there.
Maybe that's what it was. I just remember you weren't performing yet though, or you weren't performing that day. I just remember we were like in the green room area or the backstage area, and there was a computer and there was speakers, and you were like you were opening folders of like music, all your music, and you were like, yeah, have you heard this yet, or have you heard?
Was that CBC? Because we had a whole outside show.
I don't think it was CBC either.
That was a Subi. Yeah, there was outside. No, I wasn't in there though. I was there. I remember that was the first time I ever met Jared. With Jarrell and Sunday and Milton. Though.
Yeah.
That was the
we
first
just had
one.
Sunday on the podcast, man. That's
Bro.
yeah, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
There was that moment, and then of course Paper Tiger, bro. Yeah, that's the first time I saw you live, and y'all brought this what's the word I'm looking for? Energy. Y'all brought this energy that was just unmatched, bro. And there was a couple people that were within your group that I just gravitated towards. Obviously, I was there for my little brother Jeremy, right, and Josh Springer. And but I just wanted to hear good music, and so I'm walking around helping people out with whatever they needed help with, and then y'all came on stage, and it was like you, Tylen, and then Earl Onyx, and another dude. I think
It was me. It was Tylen.
Yeah.
Tylen 1K.
Yep.
Earl Onyx.
Earl Onyx.
His real name was Jared.
Jared.
Jared's
Yeah.
over.
Where did he get Earl Onyx from? Do you know?
Actually, bro, it was like a Peter moment. Like there's a big thing that God does in the Bible. Like whenever somebody switches their lifestyle up, he changes their name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so he felt like that was kind of what was going on.
Okay.
With him, and he felt like Earl was the name, and he's a real like prominent like person. You know what I'm saying? Like if he feels some type of way, if he feels like this is the move, he's gonna move that way. So he was like, well, this is for sure what I'm gonna go with. So I was like, go ahead, bro. Yeah. Do you think? But it was Earl. It was KV. It was KV. Who else?
Jahel,
yeah, my boy Jahel.
You get the names right. I was.
Yeah. Now I gotta ask. Hey, Jahel. I whispered it too, just to make sure. Yeah, bro. When he went on, like he started speaking Spanish in like the middle of one of his songs. I don't even know Spanish, but I was like, oh, like let's go, bro.
Right.
It was live, bro.
I still don't know. I'll be another.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, turn it up. Don't even know what he said.
I have no idea.
I know he glorified God, bro. So I'm in that thing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Y'all brought an energy, bro, and it was just it was cool to see live, obviously, but yeah, it was another level, and I think that's when I realized, and that's kind of how the whole basis of this podcast started, was to put on for like people in San Antonio, small businesses, Christian hip hop was a big thing that we want to put on and highlight with this podcast. And I think that concert made me realize, like, bro, we got something special brewing in this city, and God is definitely working on the talent that we have here. Like, it's insane. It's insane to think about. And And maybe I know I've done a little bit of research as far as other Christian hip hop artists, you know, in the nation. But man, I feel like we definitely have something special in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what made you do Christian hip hop instead of the world hip hop? Because obviously you have bars. Why not go the other way? Why go Christian hip hop instead of going secular?
I'm gonna be so real. before I started like writing Christian rap, as they're saying, I used to write a little bit before I graduated, but it was not taken seriously at all. Like, I just like putting words together, really. It was just something that I like to do and I like to listen to. But never was I just the person to be like, bro, I'm gonna become a rapper one day. Like, this is it for me. This is the one. Actually, I used to dance, bro. Like, I used to dance way more than I used to make music. Yeah. To be so honest with you.
Break dancer or
like
pop locking?
Like, yeah, all of it, bro. I'm like dubstep. I'm talking about hit them folks.
All right.
I'm talking about what She Loves Michi, Ayo Teo, whatever you want to call it, bro. I used to watch them all the time. But when it comes to like music, I just love music.
Yeah.
I have a genuine passion for music. But I would not call myself a writer or a rapper or anything like that. But when I graduated 2021, I moved up here like I told y'all. And I was writing like 2021 then on. But it was always to myself. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't put it out and I didn't take it serious. But I remember like thinking to myself, I won't ever rap just because the reason that I'm doing it was for the bars, you know what I'm saying? Just because it sounded good. And not only that, but like it wasn't glorifying God. And that's whenever I had to made a smooth transition. Cause I gave my life 2020 as well. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I can't, bro, because it doesn't glorify God. And I remember reading a verse and it said, whether you eat or you drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. And that made me, like, it blew my mind because it was my first ever time, like, reading that verse specifically.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm finna start writing. I'm finna go back and I'm finna start writing. But I wasn't writing for the reasons of music. I was actually writing for the reasons of my brother, believe it or not. Shout out to my brother. He told me to shout him out. Shout out to my brother, Ralph. Ralph Burnett. That's my dog, man. But he didn't even know, like, he was the reason that I started writing, just because, like, I felt like we were kind of far off from each other just because I started believing and I didn't see him in that way. Because he used to be easy to connect, you know what I'm saying? Like, with everybody. But, like, making that distinction, being saved, like, it waged war against, like, my mind because I knew what was right, but I was around what was wrong. And I didn't know how to make a distinction between the two of, like, how long can I be around these people? Or not only that, but, like, how did Jesus do it? You know what I'm saying? And it was just hard for me to, like, balance at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, like, what if I had an opportunity to talk to my brother, you know what I'm saying? And he had to listen to everything that I said, how would I lead him into a life of, like, giving his life, like, how can I, like, win him over to give his life to Christ? You know what I'm saying? And that's actually what produced, believe it or not, the gospel. Like, the song, like, the actual song, the gospel, it was oriented around, like, if he had to sit here for 3 minutes and I was just able to just talk to him and he just had to listen, and there was no, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't trying to bounce off of what I'm saying with a different, you know what I'm saying, like, idea or anything like that. I'm just like, I can just break down everything from nip to bud, bro. Just like, this is all that you need to know, and, like, this is how I need to give it to you. And that's kind of how I wrote. I was just like, every time that I wrote, it was with my brother or my family in mind. But just like, because they're lost, bro. And not they're lost, but like most
Found the way.
Yeah, like I want them to know Jesus, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And I know that there's other people, you know what I'm saying, like, alongside me, like, as Christians, that would want their family to know Jesus as well. You know what I mean? So looking in the perspective as a writer, I'm like, well, they can like use this for their good as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to have bars, you know what I'm saying? And like, I would rather edify somebody and give somebody the word than to like sound clever, you know what I'm saying, on a beat. I feel like anybody can do that, you know what I'm saying? But it takes a real writer to give somebody some food for thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like all my music is just oriented around how can I have 3 minutes with one person.
Yeah.
How can I give them something to think about other than how can I have somebody like nod their head the entire time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's deep, bro. That's a super deep answer. Where is his relationship at now with God?
bro, he's in church right now, bro.
Yeah.
He goes to church, bro. He goes to
Come on,
he goes to community group.
Yeah.
Man, his girl does.
Yeah.
Her brother, her little brother does, and her other little brother does.
Yeah.
And bro, it is a beauty. My uncle texted me like last week. He was like, "Let me give my life to Christ on Sunday."
Come on, man.
Yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like those things, man. Like at the end of the day, it's eternal life that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so excited to see where God is going. You know what I'm saying, with all this, because like this is what I prayed for, bro. And it's never to just make it about like, oh, it's just your answered prayers. Like I'm pretty sure there's many people that prayed over them. You know what I'm saying? And just to know that like God is like listening, bro. Like he's paying attention. You know what I mean? And seeing their lives as changed as they are now, bro. Like just a year ago, none of this was happening. I was the only person that was really going to church. You know what I'm saying? But now like the people around me and their families going to church, and it's like, bro, God is not playing around, bro. And it moves my heart. So yeah, bro.
Yeah. That's deep, bro. It really shows that you're just the light and the salt. You know, you're being both. And I think that's what, when you're talking about making your music, a lot of people write for specific reasons, but I think it is so that song could pop off, or so that they could say something to be trendy, or so that that song could be viral on TikTok or whatever it is. They'll make a song for those specific reasons, but I feel like when you do it for the right reason, it's just, it hits deeper to the listener, right? With your uncle, with your brother, with me, with whoever else listens to your music, it's really changing lives, bro, as opposed to just nodding your head for 2 or 3 minutes, you know? It's something that I told Sammy this the other day, and I've told Dylan, and I've said it in past podcasts. Like when I listen to y'all's music, my kids are in the back. I have a 4-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son, and they're listening to y'all's music. They're saying the words. Like that's crazy to me, you know? So when you say God is working, bro, like God is working, and to do it through hip hop, through rap, it's like he can use anything.
Yeah.
He can use anything, bro. So another question I wanted to ask was, I saw on like Facebook or something, I saw something, and it was like a glimpse. You know, when you log into, or not log in, but when you open up Facebook or you open up Instagram, you'll see like top posts, and then all of a sudden it refreshes. Mm-hmm. So did you win something, or you got selected for something, or?
Yes. See, Airvo-Vest.
What is it?
I'm not too fond on like what it is. It's a festival. It's a Christian music festival that happens year round. And they usually host it in Houston. And like they be having like some pretty huge artists there. This year they had KB.
Okay.
They had What Up RG. They had Miles Minnick. They had Abby Gamboa. Kaduko, I think that's his name. Yeah, Kaduko. Clara. They have some pretty like heavy hitters there that I knew of myself, but there was like they had collabed with The Curb actually, because The Curb is an organization themselves as well, and I feel like they're for upcoming artists as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong about this, please like like, but
Somebody correct him.
yeah, somebody correct me. You know what I'm saying? But I think I would say it's more underground, but they came together. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like we should all be doing.
Yeah.
And they hosted an event at a church. I'm not sure what the church was, but yeah. So they had like a whole lot of people to give their music to them, like to send via email or whatever, and they will review the music online on YouTube. And the live stream would go on, and the comments would be like the dictators of who's gonna go up here. And mind you, it's like I don't remember how many. It was like 20. I don't remember how many people. It was over like 20 people that had like submitted their music, but only 3 people were able to be like picked. And I didn't. So the system was kind of weird because it was supposed to be like 5 people that get chosen out of the, like 5 people to get picked.
Yeah.
And then 3 people out of those 5 people would be finalized to go. I wasn't in the top 5. If I were to be so real with you, I was not in the top 5. But when they did listen to my music, it was like, this is really good. But of course, like everybody has their own, so they I don't know how they chose, but
yeah.
I feel like if it's my saying is if it's not aligned, it's not divine. Like if it's not for me, then it's not. And I'm really stern on the fact that if God wants me in the area, He's gonna put me there. I don't have to stress. I don't have to work myself up to be in rooms or be in positions that God hadn't put me in because it's not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until it is. But even if it's not, like it's fine. Like God gets the glory at the end of the day. I'm good.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
So besides rapping, is rapping your day job, or is this like what do you just? Are you just sitting at home all day writing, and that's how you get paid? Like, is it? What do you do? What is your day job, family?
Yeah. So I truck drive, bro. I drive trucks.
Like the big boys?
Yeah, the 18
18
wheelers.
wheelers.
Yeah, I drive 18
And
wheelers.
you're how old, bro?
I'm 23.
That's crazy that he's moving these bad boys around. Okay.
Hear me out. Y'all don't be like me, man. I'm telling you, when I came down here, I had got some credit cards. Mind you, when I grew up, I didn't have much growing up. So when I had access to money, I was like, I'm finna go do and get everything that I had ever had. And I did that, and I fell in debt, like deep into debt. And I was like, I need to make a way. I need to find a way to like make some money so I can get rid of this debt, so I can do what I can. Because there was opportunities that were arising, and I couldn't go there because I had so much money to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't, bro. Like, there's a scripture that says that you're a slave to your lender. You know what I'm saying? Once you owe somebody, and I'm like, I can't. I don't want to owe. Not only that, but like I want to be like available. I can't be available if I owe. So I took a step away from music and I was still writing. I actually got some things in the work. Well, some things I already kind of finalized. I just got to record and everything. But when it comes to like money wise, I drive trucks Monday to Friday.
18 wheelers. So you go all over the nation, or is it Texas? Or?
It's regional, yeah.
Okay.
Regional.
My dad used to drive trucks, man, and he had it's like the bed was in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they got a bunk bed.
Yeah, bunk bed.
Yeah.
Sometimes he would take me. I was young, but he wasn't supposed to. So whenever he would make his stops to pick up or drop off, whatever, I don't really remember. I was young. I was like 5. But he would like hide. Yeah, he would hide me in the bunk bed. Yeah.
Close the curtain.
Yeah.
Hey, don't move.
Don't come out.
No,
Yeah, bro. So I'd be in there like,
Peeking through the glass?
bro, peeking, bro, scared. But yeah, I remember dude, he drove for a long time, and that's he saw a lot of the United States because he did all over the states. But yeah, he loved it. He absolutely loved it. But I know it's not for everybody for sure. I'd be falling asleep. I'd be 30 minutes into my drive to wherever I'm going.
Like,
I'd be,
Red Bull,
Bro,
Monsters, energy drinks he's doing that, bro.
yeah.
Is it just natural wake? You're just saying
It's good. I usually wake up. I'm an early bird, but I'm a night owl too, so I can stay up late. So, and I'm younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure when I get older, I'm like, I gotta
Yeah, what?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying older than what I am. I'm not. It's not like that. I promise. But
I don't be falling asleep like old. 32, bro. Dang.
it's not like that, bro. But I don't get that. Well, I get tired. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But during the day, if I wake up early enough, I can job during the entire shift. And the shift is like 10 to 11 hours. So I have to wake up either at 8 or 9 or 10 or 12, depending on what it is. And I job during those times. But I make sure to get rest.
Yeah.
Like if I need rest, that's what your job is like. Your company is gonna want you. Like my company, they want us to get as much rest as we possibly can.
That's good.
So when I get tired, it's like don't even risk it. Like go to a safe haven, pull over, get some sleep, and then come back the next morning.
Do you got the bunk beds in yours?
Yeah.
That's so dope. I didn't know every truck.
That is so.
Is it every truck had that or?
Nah, not every truck.
Oh, so you got that fancy truck. Dog.
They got
the fancy truck, bro.
You were saved in 2020, right? Can you tell us about that? Like what?
Yeah.
How was life before that? You were young. You were 18?
I was 17.
17, yeah. So 17 years old, I didn't get saved till I was 31, you know? So it's like at such a young age when, you know, the culture, the cool thing is not to go get saved, you know? So, or especially it wasn't when I was in high school. People like Mantangi made it super cool, like when I was young. So, yeah, what made you, I guess, go that route in life? Like, how'd you find God? How'd you decide to give your life? Like,
Man, 2020 was like a pivotal year. I actually wrote about this.
what song?
It's not.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
It's not released yet, but it is like a when it's on my no, it's on the next
We
album.
got to get exclusive.
Y'all gonna-
What's the exclusive?
I can like spit it to y'all. Right?
Can you? Wait.
Exclusive, you heard it.
Hey, Eric, do you have the beat too?
Uh,
Because what we could do, and he'll cut this out, but at the very end, we can.
2020, that was like a pivotal moment for me. Just because, like as you said, it was not as like seen for people, especially around that time, to give their life to Christ. At least from what I knew.
Yeah.
But before 2020, I was living like anybody else would. I don't ever want to like downsize my testimony to just say like, oh man, like I wasn't doing too much. Like, of course, I was living my own way. I didn't committed any sin that you could possibly think about. I didn't broken the command. Like I've done it all. You know what I'm saying? Like basically to say that I've fallen short, and I actually knew that too. The thing was, I knew if this was real, I'm going to hell. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like we're not debating about this. I was like, if I were to die today, and that's what got me closer to God, was the fact that I thought about death. And actually in Ecclesiastes, it says, better is a house that is full of like mourning and weeping than there is like about feasting and laughter. It's like, because people are thinking about life. When you're at a funeral, you're thinking about what happens next. When you're feasting and stuff, you're not worried about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like for me, I was thinking about death. I was like, bro, I catch COVID. I already got asthma. I catch COVID. I'm about done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wraps for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, I gotta figure out if this stuff is real or not. So I remember going on a deep dive, bro. Like I'm talking about a deep study, like, and this is why I can never, like my faith can never flake, like, because I didn't do it because I was just in church. I thought I was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember looking up the historicity behind Jesus, the historicity behind the manuscripts, and what that actually means for the rest of the world. How old were the manuscripts? Do we have the original text? Which we do. Like I've heard about all the misconceptions of the Bible being corrupted and things, and it never makes sense now. But like back then, it used to hit. Like all the questions I used to hear, I didn't have faith for. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just, I didn't have a way to debunk other people's claims. But like, and that's what kind of pushed me towards my faith. It was just like, if it's real, then I'm gonna go for it. But if it's not, bro, I'm like this is it. Like I'm turning over and I'm doing whatever I want to do. But I remember being like, I'm talking about science, but the science behind creation, it was just straight logic. Like nothing plus nothing equals nothing. You will never get something from nothing.
Yeah.
Right. The universe right now is expanding. But if you were to reduce that all the way back to a point, it's like it started from somewhere. An expansion don't come from an expansion. It comes from a point. Like you have to go all the way back to the time that it was like that it started.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like there is no literal way that nothing created. That's what you're saying at the end of the day, that nothing created something. And you have to put a personal being, somebody outside of time, space, and matter that's not affected by it, to like put God into the picture. And it made so much more sense to me. And then religion, like I was like, why Jesus? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he doing that's so different from everybody else? Crazy thing is, people mention Jesus in their religion, but they all contradict each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear like Muslims say that Jesus was a prophet, or it even says that Jesus didn't die. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus actually died. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is, if everybody's pointing towards Jesus and you go to Jesus and he's like, I'm actually the way, the truth, and the life. Yeah. I'm going towards the God that y'all pointing towards. You know what I'm saying? And he's pointing towards himself. So like, I had to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? All these teachers, all really just got some good teachers, but like, there's only one God that actually died, rose from the dead, and actually had eyewitness testimony, you know what I'm saying, for people to back up his claims. So.
Let me ask you, so you said you love music, right? Switch it all the way.
Yeah, you were, because I had a good question for this, but it's all good.
Oh, no, Phil, you want to go? Go ahead.
Well, everything you explained, it's not really a question. Everything you explained was on the album, The Way, the Truth, and the Life, where you did those 3 songs. I forget what the album's called, right?
Was it with the...
But you did the 3 songs, The Way, the Truth, and the...
Oh, I Am That I Am.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The middle song, The Truth, was a lot of what you explained, and you said something at the end of it, basically like, check the graves if you want. Yeah. If you want the truth, check the graves. Like, his ain't there, bro.
No, for real.
And then you said, real eyes, realize, real lies. Realize, real lies. And I was just like, dang, bro, that hit. Like, that's one of my favorite songs by you. So as you were explaining all of that, I feel like it was in that song, The Truth. And that's one of my favorite songs. It's one of the first ones I showed him.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't a question.
It wasn't, bro.
You interrupted my question, but with a statement that you wanted to say.
I just had, bro, I was holding on to it.
Give him his flower, bro. I'm with that, right?
All right, hurry up. Ask some questions.
Damn, left you hanging for the
No, wait.
Look at that, brother. Anyways, man, so my question is, like, you're so into music, right? And that's what you say. So who helped you influence, like, who did you listen to to influence the style of your rap? Or because you say you were a writer first before you even start rapping, you were just writing to write. That's how you express yourself. Maybe I'm putting those words into your mouth about expressing yourself, but I feel like that's how you express yourself, by writing. We weren't writing to rap, we were just writing to rap. Who influenced you? Like, who influences your rap style? Who is on your Mount Rushmore for rapper? 2 questions.
Music. Okay, let me see.
There's like 40 questions.
There's a lot to unpack, because I would say the word was the biggest thing for me.
Influence-wise.
Because like I would want to make sure that the word is in what I'm saying, instead of me like having my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to write anything. Yeah. I don't want to write anything that's not aligned with the word. So I try to pay attention to what I'm saying or writing. Not only that, but music-wise, actually, you know, Hovey.
Yeah. Just went to his concert.
Yeah, Hovey. Yeah, Hovey was one of the guys that helped me out a lot too. And I feel like, he's my favorite rap. Like, he's my favorite artist, I would say, just because the way that he expresses himself through his music. Okay. And it's not even just the way that he expresses himself. It's how whole he is about the way that he's creating. Just because, I'm far enough in my faith to recognize the difference between like mentioning God in your music and God actually being in your music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a lot of mentioning about God, which I like love to. Sometimes I love it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I still like music. I still like the sounds and stuff like that. But when it comes to me creating, I got to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So there's times where I listen to music where they're mentioning God, and I feel like it's good because it glorifies God. But if you're trying to get edification, then I know who to go to. You know what I mean? And Hovey was one of those guys where I was just like, bro, he's being used by the Spirit. And Caleb Gordon, his like, whenever he was first starting off, like that's all I used to hear was just him using like the word, you know what I'm saying, to express himself. And it was very, like, everything that he was saying was very detailed. Like he was unpacking situations and stuff like that, like, and how we should partake in the world as much as we are Christian. And like, that was kind of my thing. I was just like, bro, I love to like hear something and think. I love to hear music and think about the music. And that really helped me out a lot. And also I was like, you will listen to worship music. Like worship music has a way of writing stories, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, but like writing about personal experiences with God and what they're dealing with. And not only that, but like how God comes through every single time. And one thing that I always, or you would hear in my music, like I say, not my will, but yours be done. From that point on, it is not about me. Like it's literally, I want to include God in everything. I don't want to just be like, oh, like I just don't want to put this man on a back burner and like just throw in God a little bit so you can see a little, you know what I'm saying? You'll see a little God, but you'll see a lot of me in there too. Just because I feel like everybody will miss the picture. Like you're gonna forget about me in the next 30 years. You know what I'm saying? If I pass.
So you die, he rises. Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, as I decrease, he increases.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah. So out of that, we got Hovey, we got Kalen Gordon, two more. Yeah. For your Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Oh my God. Okay.
He's like, I'm about to change everything.
Oh, my brother, bruv.
All right.
That's the third. Okay. Fourth. Who's the fourth?
I know it's not easy.
And mind you, can put your own self on the Mount Rushmore.
It might be. Actually, I'm gonna say, and this is gonna be like, I don't know. I'm gonna say J. Cole, because I was gonna add on to something as well.
Yeah.
With what you're saying about like secular music.
Yeah.
It was hard for me.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I loved music, bro.
Yeah.
So I was listening to a lot of artists that I don't listen to today. But whenever I like became a Christian in 2020, it was difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still listening to the same music. You know what I mean? But the Holy Spirit was like, he would nudge on my heart whenever things didn't make sense. Like I never thought logically about music ever, bro, until I gave my life to Christ. And I started thinking like, what are they actually talking about? What am I actually listening to? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And J. Cole was one of those, like J. Cole or Kendrick or whatever, like those guys back then, what I would listen to is something that was actually like, there's a song he got called Love Yours.
Yeah.
And whenever whenever you're writing about stuff like that, it's like that's wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in Proverbs, you don't hear a lot about Jesus, but there's a whole lot of wisdom in that. And God honors that. You get what I mean? And so I'm like, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It was a real appreciation for that in my heart. But like, I can see the change happening from a point to where I was listening to people that just didn't make sense in their music to where they made sense and to where it segued from me like listening to Christian music.
Yeah.
And it was a big lump to get over because I don't just like Christian rap. Like I gotta find somebody that I can actually listen to.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about that because I bro, it is hard for me to listen to Christian rap, and I was just it is so hard.
Yeah.
Big Brother Mantangi does Christian rap. little brother Jeremy and Josh do Christian rap, and I'm just like, bro, that because I'm a preacher's kid, so I grew up in the church. So I grew up on Fred Hammond, BBCC1, and it's like these are the OGs of spiritual music. So that's what I grew up on, and then like I'm one that listens to all type of music, so I still have secular music in my playlist now. But it's just like then I go and it's hard for me to listen to rap. Period, really is what it is. But then I get to yours, and I'm just like, but this dude spitting bars, man, and it's so different to listen to. Now I'm in Mantangi, and I can't remember my big brother's group now, bro. Him and Dom,
Diante.
Diane.
It's written. I wrote it right there.
DYM.
DYMT. The T is missing, but
Yeah, so you didn't write it on it.
I did. Someone erased it, bro.
Oh, all right. I'll say you did. This shit says "Die You Me." That's what it.
It says dime.
Right.
Die You Me, bro. That's how this. But yeah, man. Like
Yeah.
you guys has really changed what Christian hip hop is now, man. Like I remember growing up, and everybody was all about Lecrae, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, whenever I bring up Christian hip hop, especially here at the Bible study, we got the Bible study at 9:00, right? And there's all these guys, and they listen to whatever they listen to. And I'm like, man, I gotta check out this person. I gotta check out this person. And they're like, yo, who's that? Who's that? Oh, where are they from, bro? All these names I'm giving you are from San Antonio, bro. Like, I'm trying to give you local San Antonio artists, people that you can go see perform whenever y'all are, performing. And it's good music. I've created a playlist and that I just share with these guys now. And but they say the same name every time. Yeah. Bro, I've listened to all the Lecrae songs, bro. I've listened to Lecrae, and there's nothing. Yeah, no, I love Lecrae, but everyone thinks Lecrae is still the only Christian hip hop artist, and it's like, bro, it's a whole world out there.
There's a world out there for people to listen to. Psych.
Bro, this is crazy. Actually, if I were to be so rick with y'all, before this is gonna be crazy. My brother had a mentor, like whenever we were super young, like we used to live in the projects out in Waco. And I remember like we were like two peas in a pot, bro. But we're still that way right now. But I'm talking about he had a mentor. He used to go to church. He had a mentor that would take him to church. I never knew where he was going though. And I was younger. I'm like 5 to like 6 years younger than he is. No, it's 4. But mind you, I was that young, and I was like, bro, where the heck is this man going? Like, I don't want to be at home by myself. You know what I'm saying? And like, I had sticky hands. Like whenever I was younger, I used to steal a lot. I used to lie. Nobody wanted me around because I would take something. Like, bro, what? You got something? You know what I'm saying? You got something. But I remember like asking my brother time after time, like, bro, can I go with you? And he was like, nah, bro. Like, nah. And I never knew why, but I was just like, God, man, dang. But one day he let me go. And it was my first ever time ever being introduced to it. So my brother is actually the person that brought me to church one day, with his mentor. And the mentor that he had gave us a Lecrae album. I was young, bro. And me and my brother would listen to these songs. It was actually the Rehab album. But from that point on, I was not fond about who that man was, but like, I feel like that was kind of writing a story from the get-go.
Yeah.
I actually have a picture of like me with like headphones on, and I was like super duper young, bro.
Jamming out to Lecrae.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
That's full circle, bro.
Yeah.
With 23,000 people listening on a monthly basis is a lot of people. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That is.
23,000 monthly listeners is a lot of people. So when I saw that, I was like, bro, like, one, I felt good because the ultimate goal of the podcast is to push Christian music out there so that we can get his name out there even more, right? And so if you can find a good artist that's pushing out good music that's for the right reasons, right? Like that's the ultimate goal. And when I saw that you were already doing that, like you're already killing it, like you're doing the dang thing already. I was just like, in my head, I was like, well, what's he doing with that audience? So is there anything specific that you're doing with those followers, with those listeners, with that audience? Like, is there anything that you do, I guess, on your social media with Instagram or any of that?
As of now, no. I hadn't been doing anything for almost a year now. But before, I was like, my boys, they made it, and Lane Nolan, they did a whole lot of like my reels for me. And they do a lot of like videographer work. So if anybody needs some work, like make sure that you hit them. Zay made it on Instagram and Lane Nolan on Instagram as well. But I remember we connected like a while before, and I remember we would shoot reels after reels after reels. We just had all the time in the world together to just, of course, like the Thailand 1K, Thailand the Chosen on Instagram, Earl Onyx, KV, Jahel, Isaiah, like we would all like just go out downtown or we'd go somewhere and they would just be shooting. We used to grind, bro, just shooting nothing but reels all the time. And I had a different page. I had a different Instagram page than I have right now. And that's kind of the page that I would just like shoot on, and I would just post the reels and stuff like that on Instagram and on TikTok. And one of the ones for the gospel blew on TikTok. But it was a crazy shot, but I was in the back of the truck and I was sitting in the back. And I don't remember how big it got, but it got huge. And then on Instagram it did as well. But I don't ever want to put those things over like the anointing that it does have. You know what I'm saying? Like talent is cool, but like if you have an anointing, then God is just gonna make room for that anointing.
Yeah.
And your talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, use your talent, don't get me wrong, but like if like you have to abide. And that's one thing that I feel like I was doing mostly. And that I still, like, we still have to practice, just the practice of abiding in him. He said, if you abide in me and I in you, like, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you cannot bear fruit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not looking to like, that's why I'm like, I can't be the guy to just be writing to write, because I'm going to miss the whole, like because I feel like God can do it all alone.
Yeah.
He doesn't need my help. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I'm in the word, as long as I'm praying, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, speak through me. Like, I don't want to be full of myself at all. And so like I took that year off, to be honest, to take a step back. Like, this is not me. I got to remind myself, this is not me. This is not none of you, bro. Like, God has been working all these things through, like, he planned it to. And I can either be a part of it or I could be apart from it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's where what a non-believer walks in right now. Big hip hop fan. Just got done listening to the Carter 3. Walks in right now and he's like, man, I want to give my life to God, but first I want to find a Christian hip hop song that I like. I don't know. That's the scenario. What song are you giving him of yours? And if it's not yours, what song are you giving him?
If it's mine, I'm going to give him the gospel.
Okay.
I'm going to give that man the gospel. If it's not mine, if it's not mine, I really am not sure. And this is the bro, hold on. That's actually a very good question, because that was, bro, you're just reminding me. That was one of the things that I thought about whenever I was thinking about like writing, like if somebody were to come in and they were to give their life to Christ, what would I tell them? Or if they asked something about faith, what would I tell them? And I feel like a lot of music is losing that nowadays. It's like, oh, this is a great example, bro. This is crazy. We were shooting reels one day at a hotel, right? And I remember like it was a crowd of us, and we were all in a hotel, and there was like a crowd of like, I don't know, they were older people, like I think they were entrepreneurs or something. But like you can tell by their laughs, they had that you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. It was chill. Like I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. And they seen what we were doing, and they were like, hey y'all, what are y'all doing? Y'all make music? And it's like, yeah. And the question was, can I hear something? And my first thought is like, okay, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm looking for, if somebody wants to actually know about God, if they just press one of my songs, what are they gonna hear? Are they gonna be edified, or are they just gonna be like nodding, but like, oh, that was a pretty good, you had a bar right here. But like, if they didn't learn anything, like, you know what I'm saying? What am I getting from that?
Yeah.
So but yeah, bro, like that's crazy to think
Gospel is
about.
a good song, bro. The Truth is one of my favorites, but there's one, I can't lie, bro. I be nodding my head hard. And I've probably listened to it over 100 times already, but Stones.
Let
me tell you about my papa, bro. That song, like,
Oh my, that's my.
it's one of my favorites.
He had to
bro.
explain to me who Papa was, because I was like, is he talking about his dad? And he was like, no, bro.
He was so real too.
Yeah.
He like really cordial. Like,
Well, I even explained it jokingly. Like, I mess around with Sammy a lot, and I explained, like, hey, bro, when he says papa, bro, he's talking about his papa, girl, not his dad. He was like, bro.
What?
Yeah, what? It's like, come on, bro.
Oh, yeah. I be slow at times, bro. Let me ask you this. What's next for you? Tours, projects, collaborations. When's the next one gonna drop? When are we gonna see it again?
Mm-hmm.
That's harsh.
if the Lord wills, I'm gonna say this. After October, I'm not gonna say what month, but after October, we're set.
Okay. After I was talking.
And there's a project, yeah, it's an album.
Okay.
It's because you heard it.
If you could get on a verse right now with Christian or just a hip hop artist, who would you want to get on a verse with?
Hovey,
Did you see him live when he came?
I did.
Yeah, I was there too.
He was legit.
Yeah, it was
you
him.
telling me?
Well, yeah, I was there with Jeremy.
Was it?
It was him and No Big Deal. No Big Deal.
Yes. Yeah. I was over there.
I went for No Big Deal. I'm a No Big Deal fan, and so
He writes. Bro.
Yeah.
He writes like crazy. No, yeah, No Big Deal is a great.
He's one of my favorite artists for sure, and so.
This makes me feel so old because I'm just like, what's no big deal, dog? What?
Oh yeah. I think you would like him.
Okay.
I think you would like him. Well, he's not like the smooth like voice Frank. Like he's very lyrical. Yeah.
Because y'all said no big deal, and I'm like, all right, who's no big deal? And then y'all said Hovey. I was like, y'all saying Hova? Like,
Wait, you don't know Hovey?
no, bro. When y'all say Hovey, I'm thinking
Oh, you are
Jay-Z Hova. So I'm just like,
Oh, you're
when did he
lost.
change his name?
Look, I can see that. I can see that.
You no big deal. Like, why you keep saying no
You
big
thought
deal?
this whole time we were talking about Jay-Z?
Bro, the whole time I was just like, when did he come in concert? What?
Like you collab with Hovey, like
So y'all come with him. Okay,
That is
I'm
crazy.
with you on that. I'm gonna have to hit these guys up too, bro.
Yeah. I went. No Big Deal was like who I went for, and I was like, why is No Big Deal opening up for Hovey? And then I was like, damn, Hovey's, he's pretty good, bro. He's pretty good. But dang, I had another question and I lost it because of Sammy.
Don't blame me because your mind don't work.
Okay, top five. We got a starting five. We already did the Mount Rushmore of kind of everyone, but top five Christian hip hop artists here in San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Yeah, we got people watching right now that have no idea about the Christian hip hop scene here. What are 5 names? You can even shout them out on Instagram, whatever it is, so that they can look them up and start listening to their music too.
But this is his starting five?
Yeah, his starting 5.
Somebody's about to get offended.
No. Because there's bench players, bro. Like, that's okay.
Oh, so
Yeah.
now we say whoever doesn't get named on the bench?
The bench is not a bad thing. It's not. There's injuries. Braun's been on the bench before.
No.
Okay, it's just not Braun's time to shine.
Okay, right on. Start at 5.
I appreciate that. That's gonna help a lot of.
Yeah.
Look, he's like, hey, you left me down. Don't be mad. Yeah.
There's the 6-man award. Come on, bro.
Man, if we're like inviting like producing and stuff like that into the picture, I do know like a few people, but there's a lot of people that I don't know as well as far as Christian artists that are here. So I'm gonna not including myself. But I don't know what order to put in. But
No order.
No order. You ain't got
okay, yeah, I don't know what
It's
order.
on the court.
No point guard.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be so real just cause like I don't know how to. rank different artists just because like they don't have the same caliber.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
They shoot very differently.
Yep.
But I'm gonna start off. You know what, bro? I like Jeremy King, man.
That's little brother. Yeah.
I really do. He's like a, well, I ain't gonna say I don't want to say he's like anybody, but like even when he's performing though, like you can hear the spirit through the music, like through what he's saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool peoples. Earl Onyx, bro. Jared. He only got like one song that's released, but the fact of the matter is, he's shown me his unreleased music. When I tell you that this man is one of the most talented people I could possibly know.
Yeah.
When it comes to like just writing in general, like he can put a lot of words, but he can write a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that goes into that. But he showed me a whole lot of unreleased, and it sucks because y'all can't like go back and like listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He needs to hurry up.
He needs to hurry up.
On stage, his stage presence, I don't mean to interrupt, but his stage presence when he was on stage that day, it was just like the way he was dressed, the way he was performing, it was just so nonchalant. Like he had a message to deliver. He wasn't playing any games. He wasn't acting. He wasn't doing anything. He said what he needed to say, and then that was it. And it was just so smooth. His own vibe, it was like something that you don't normally see on stage. But he still captivated the stage. Like it was just, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was dope. So I'm ready for more of his music.
He has a way of like having people gravitate.
Yeah,
towards
gravitate.
him.
That's the
Yeah,
word.
and it's, bro, I'd be like, bro, why, what are you doing, bro? Like, drop something.
Yeah.
He said to me, oh, this, I'm like, bro, you need to drop this, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, his name is Earl Onyx on Instagram.
So we got Jeremy King, we got Earl Onyx.
Tyler the Chosen,
Tyler.
my boy. I don't mean to be biased, but Tyler the Chosen as well. Like, he's not only, the thing is, Tyler is, and the same with Jared, but these two guys that I know are not only like, and you probably know this about Jeremy, but they're not only music artists. They don't only make music, but they compose it. Like, they engineer, and like Tyler and Jared, they both make their own beats. And they both know how to mix and master very well. Like I kid you not. And it's something like I've been like, I like music, you know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to mix and mastering, I didn't know that it got into that. I didn't know it was that deep.
It's a science.
Yeah, but there's a science and they got it figured, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I've been there behind the scenes and I'm like looking at, I am not fond of any of the engineering stuff. All I do is record and I'm out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but when it comes to that stuff, like both of these guys, they know how to write. Tyler knows how, like, he can write, man. And the same with Jay, bro. And like, that's one thing that I cherish them for is like their music behind composing their music, writing the music and having something for it. But y'all need to keep going, bro.
Yeah.
Jeremy too, don't stop. I
100%, bro.
like there's somebody that's listening to you. I remember actually like at the event, bro, like I remember being like down there while they were on stage and Jeremy was like up there and he was rapping. And there was people around me like singing the lyrics and I was like, y'all know this.
Yeah.
But it was like they had me bopping, bro, and Jeremy has an energy, bro, like that I hadn't seen in San Antonio.
Yeah. When he gets on the stage, something takes over for sure.
Yeah, because I'm paying attention. I'm like,
because when he gets off the stage, when he talks to you, he's smiling.
yeah, he's all cheesed up and stuff.
So he's little laugh and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's on stage. It's like bang, like he's working. You know, there's a message to be told, and he's telling it, and it's super clear and concise, and yeah, bro, passionate, very passionate when he talks or when he speaks.
That's cool. Yeah, we got two more.
There's three. Oh, Milton, actually.
Oh, Mr. Johnson.
Bro, Milton, like, he kind of take me back to my roots, bro. I'm gonna be so real.
That's forward. Milton is his name.
Milton Johnson.
Yeah, Mr. Johnson,
Mr.
I think
Johnson.
is his
Oh, okay,
rapper name. Yeah. He's kind of like you, but talented.
Dang.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Nah, I had to come at you. Man.
What is that?
I had to come at you.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I'm not a part of that, y'all.
I'm not part of that. Nah, no.
Okay, all right.
Nah, Mr. Johnson is. I think he's part of Rap Society too, with Big Bro, with Mantangio.
Okay.
And so
So he's an older man.
he's older. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's older.
I get what you mean now. He's a scholar like me. We're older. I get it. Y'all young bucks are different. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got
Scholar. I definitely meant scholar.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mr. Milton,
Yeah. That's number 4.
rap name is Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah. He's nice though, for real. He had a song that went pretty viral too.
He did.
Yeah.
He calls my name, wasn't it? I think that's
Yeah.
Did he call?
Now,
Yeah.
I thought he said he called the name. I was like, that's what's up. He gave you a shout out, bro. I didn't know. Bro, I'm trying to pick it up, bro. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I didn't know the name of that song.
I was like, that's what's up.
That's What's 4? That's 4. One more. I know it's not. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy.
Who, bro? I don't. There's not too many artists that I know, but the artists I'm thinking about, like, they're all like it's not a lack of talent. You know what I'm saying? It's like what I'd prefer.
Yeah.
Like what I'd listen to.
Giving out your starter 5. Ain't nobody gonna be mad about it. It's your starter 5.
Watch when I leave.
Yeah.
I heard you. I heard you, boy.
Yeah. Why'd you name me in that song?
I'm a 6 man for real. Oh, this Big Bro right there. Well, hey, he was answering his starting 5. Mantangi just walked in for the people watching. Big Bro just walked in. Yeah. He was doing his starting 5, and yeah, he was like, yeah, Mantangi's the 6th man. Nah, yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Didn't say that.
Nah, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. But yeah, so you got any more questions?
Do I? I'm fine, bro. Like,
What's one thing we missed? Is there anything we missed? Anything you want to say? I know you said after October for any new music.
but he's gonna give us a preview. Of
Yeah. You still cool with doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get to so it's a song from, is it a song from that
It's most likely gonna be the intro
to that album?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exclusive, baby.
Okay, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be no beat. It's gonna be acapella. Yeah, this has been Kevon, man. Kevon. Glad I said it right. Finally.
Yeah. Keep on at the book with us.
Man, bro, it's been nice. It's been super dope. Oh man.
Okay. That's how it goes. Can I vent? I try and make it quick. If you knew me from back in high school, I'm sure you seen that I switched. Friends and foes, they all questioning all the things that they've missed. Like all of a sudden, he got it, he probably can't spell it. When all of this happened, he didn't took off and start rapping. Went in disguise, like I was hot till I found where I landed. Went MIA, like paper planes, they ain't know where I vanished. Been out of state, my state of mind had to make me a canvas. Ain't know what I live for, wishing that I did more. Struggling with identity while living with my kinfolk. Just got out of high school and I thought my life was simple. Pandemic had me stressing, I had aged about tenfold. Realized life was more than what I lived for. I did my living in high school and all my friends know, or thought I did, so I ain't make myself, I know who did though. Knew me way before my parents ever did. Young and living out a title he was given, who can blame me? Living in a cycle, but the consequence is dangerous. Know you want to change, but your friends might end up changing, risking eternal life for approval, bro. That's insane, and I'm saying this out of love. Truth hurts, but I don't mean no harm. Believing and having faith, easier said than done. If it's truth, I pray that your fruit exists. We can't straddle the fence. When we gone, it ain't for rent. Cannot vent, right? Quit. And that's it.
That's so sick, bro.